everybody. Welcome to Mid America Dirt. I'm Skip, and I am super excited to be joined by Michael Keene Jr. Michael, how you doing today, man?
Good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you on here. You are from where? El Dorado, is that right?
I live in El Dorado, Arkansas now, but I'm originally from Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay, okay. And how did you end up in Arkansas? Just family stuff?
Yeah, Dad, he worked down here for I think it was 6 or 7 years, and we got tired of the 8-hour drive and not seeing him for weeks at a time, and we just packed up and came on down.
I got you. I got you. How you like Arkansas?
It's not bad. I don't like the weather a whole lot.
I hear you. I hear you.
A little
Uh,
too humid.
it is pretty humid down here, down there, isn't it? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it
you're
gets pretty bad.
You're from even further south than than where I'm from. I'm from the north part of the state, and you live down there in the south part of the state, so it can be quite a difference, I guess, in probably the weather in between those two. But I met you at Boot Hill at the World of Outlaws race that they had down here. What, like a month ago or more?
Yeah, about a
It's
month
like a
ago or
month
so.
ago. Yeah. And I'm happy to get you on here, and you're going to be kind of representing us at the Dome, which is super
Yeah,
cool. I'm super excited about that, man. That's awesome.
there,
What night do you race?
we're on Thursday.
Thursday night.
We've been
Okay.
on Thursday every night that we've been to. We've been the last 4 years. This will be the fourth year anyway, and we've been on Thursday every night.
I hear you. How you like the Dome, man?
That is my favorite race of the year by far. It's not even close.
That's cool. Well, that's cool. Have you made it into the feature?
I have not, not yet.
How tough is it for people who don't know to
That
get
is,
into that feature race on Saturday?
it's the chili bowl of dirt late model racing. As far as there's not as many cars, but everybody there, especially this year now with the invites, there's no slouches. Everybody there could make the race, and there's 140 of us or 150. I think it's 132 maybe. It's somewhere between 130 and 140 competitive, fantastic drivers that are going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you even come close to running on a track that size anywhere else?
You'd have to race a go-kart to get to about that track size. I'm used to quarter miles and 3/8, and you go there and you're on the gas, on the brake, on the gas, on the brake. There's no time to think.
Yeah. You don't have a lot of room to move on there, do you, either?
You can run three wide with some good drivers, but it's tough.
Yeah. So let me get your story, man. So how you're from Kentucky. How did you come? Do you come from a racing family?
So my dad started racing dirt track back around Kentucky before I was born, so probably like 98, 99, something like that. And he raced all the way until about 2009 when he started to travel more often for work. So that the racing thing had to go to the side, sold everything, and we didn't think that was, or we thought that was going to be the end of it. And we moved down here to El Dorado in 2016, and I needed something to do other than work, and it just kind of all we tossed a couple ideas up in the air. We were going to race maybe some bandoleros around um, Texas Motor Speedway or this or that, and we ended up settling on getting a 4-cylinder dirt car. We bought one that was race ready, tweaked it a little bit, went out, and first ever time on the racetrack, I won a heat race, so it kind of got me addicted right off the bat.
Heck
That
yeah.
first year, we won like 14 races and 20 something starts. It was kind of crazy. We were really fortunate that year, got a ton of wins, and decided that we had enough of the 4-cylinder, and got into a limited modified. I don't know if they run those a whole lot up around where you're at, but
It's like a Midwest probably up here, right?
it's
Kind of.
similar now to a B mod. They've kind of
Okay.
changed the class over. Well, anyway, they split them up and then they threw them back together, B mods and limited. So now they've kind of got the class all over the place now. But anyway, we started out in that INCA Sport mod and raced it for a couple years, and I got the chance to drive a crate car for the Gardner family. They used to own 67. If you've been around to 67 Speedway at all,
Have not been
um,
there yet. I
it's a
want
great
to.
place. I love that track. Anyway, the Gardners let me drive their crate car a few times. They ended up selling it, and we picked up our own crate car, and that was in 22. So at this point, it'd been about 4 years, and we went from 4 cylinders to late model. So we kind of had a quick jump. Um, and we were running that crate for I don't know, we ran it about 10 or 15 times. And my engine builders, Ape Engines, we were kind of joking around with them one day about running the Dome. And Kevin Hightower was like, "Man, we got a steel block right here. Let's do it." And we were like, "What? You sure?" And he said, "Come on, let's do it." So we packed up our 2012 blue gray and a steel block and rolled out there, and we dang near made the last chance race that first year. I think we were in the transfer spot and we got bottled up on a restart, and it cost us that one spot we needed. So we ended up fifth out of the we needed to be fourth. Um,
Oh man, one spot
so
on that one, huh?
yeah, that was tough. But it was fun. That was a great experience. I'm glad everything went the way it did because it was a good learning experience for us. The next year, we were fortunate enough to find a really good deal on a newer chassis. So it was still a little bit older. It's a car we've got today. It's a 2019 blue gray, or not blue gray, a Rocket XR1.
Hmm.
Um, so we upgraded a little bit, and Ape Engines decided to let us keep that steel block, and we raced a little local series around the Titan Legends series. I don't know if you've been around them a whole lot.
Oh, sure.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't know you were racing that actually.
yeah, we raced almost all the races in 23.
Okay.
We were gonna go for rookie of the year, but we had something with my racing background is my luck is kind of not good. It kind of sucks. So we suffered like 4 mechanical failures that was just nothing
Oh
anybody could
man.
do about it, back to back to back, and it just kind of took us out of the points deal. So we fell off of that and started traveling around. That little steel block got us into a couple of comp cam shows, and of course we went back to the dome in 2023 and 24. I picked up my first 2 late model wins that year. And then this past year,
Okay.
we didn't race a whole lot. This was my first year with a super.
Where
Um,
did you get those wins at?
I won. My first race was at Big O Speedway down there in Texas,
Okay.
in their
I've heard of
UMP
that
late model
place.
division. And the second one was with the Titan Legends series. That was at $2 Pistol Motor Speedway.
Okay.
So we got those 2 wins. Went to back to the dome, or we were planning on going back to the dome, and we ended up finding a deal on an Ape Engine SB2 motor that Kevin and them had just redone, and the guy was trying to sell it, and it was too good of a deal to pass up. We'd have to be stupid not to buy it. So mom and dad packed up one weekend while I was on call for work and drove all the way to Pennsylvania, picked that motor up, and made a one weekend turnaround all the way back. It was like a 14-hour
Wow.
drive or something. Um, they went and picked that up, and we put it in and ran it I think once, um, at 67 with comp cam, and then we went to the dome. And then this past year, we really raced like a record low amount of times this year. It just didn't work out between work. I got shifted to a new plant uh, at work, and that it kind of took a little bit of racing out of it. We had just a bunch of weekends I had to work, and then there were several times where we just had parts that we couldn't get. A lot of these guys like me are struggling really bad to get either motor parts or this or that you need, just the way the economy is, everything else, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Um, so we kind of sat out a lot of the year, but I think we kind of needed that to get back in it, rejuvenate and recharge and get ready for next year.
So what's the plan for next year? Do you have one yet, or is this just going to be kind of pick and choose stuff, or what are you going to do?
We'll probably pick and choose. I'd love to run a points deal or something like that, but just with my line of work, I can't. I'm on call like every 3 weeks or so. And usually my guys at work are really cool. They'll help work with me when I've got a big race coming up or something. They'll swap around with me, but I can't ask
Yeah.
them to take every single call I got. So
Right.
um, we'll try to hit a lot more World of Outlaws, comp cams, stuff like that next year, just to kind of get me back out there a little bit. This year was, like I said, it's a downer year, so we kind of fell off the face of the earth a little bit, but we really want to get back out there and show them what we got.
Yeah. I saw you down there at World Outlaw. The World Outlaws race. What did you think about that? I mean, I mean, if anybody pays attention, I don't get to watch a lot of racing, so I didn't actually get to watch a lot of racing when I was down there. How did you do down there, and what did you think about that?
Overall, the experience is great to unload, and we were unloaded next to Drake Troutman, and we were just a couple cars away from Hoffman and Shepard. That's really cool to see them
Right.
guys come to this track that I cut my teeth at Boot Hill a lot.
I love that
Uh,
place.
I got a love-hate relationship with that place. It's been really bad to me and been really good to me in certain times. Um, it just seems like anything that can go wrong there for me goes wrong. It's just one of those deals. Everybody's got that track, but I love the facility. I love the place. And
Yeah.
it's so cool to see those guys come down here. It's awesome. The fans love it. There was standing room only there both nights.
Oh
You
yeah, it
couldn't really
was. It
find
was
anywhere to
packed.
sit. It was packed. Louisiana needs more late models. We need some more guys to come down here. We only have one
Dude,
national touring race here. It's
yeah. Not just
big deal.
Louisiana, man. I
Yeah,
mean, for
Arkansas
Texas,
needs it. Texas.
Arkansas, Oklahoma. I mean, like over here where I'm at in Oklahoma, it's just full of racetracks.
Yeah,
And got senior series and revival and stuff like that. But it would be nice to see those national guys come around every once in a while. You know what I mean?
yeah. You can
And get in
you
further west.
yeah. Well, I think the World Outlaws kind of they released their schedule this week, and it's kind of almost bare bones to what it needs to be. They've got like 5 races in Iowa. Like, why does a state need that many races in different tracks? You know what I
I
mean?
did
Like,
not see that.
yeah, it's got. I think there's 5 races in Iowa, and I can't remember if that's the late models or the sprint cars, but that's what I had read. And yeah, Texas needs some national stuff.
Yes.
Louisiana needs some more. There's some fantastic racetracks in this area, and it just seems like we don't get the light of day. You know.
Yeah. Have you been to? I went to the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track this weekend. Have you ever been down to that?
I have. It was gosh, it was about 6 years ago now. I raced there was a big I think it was sprint cars. It was either 305s or 360s. There was the IMCA Sport Mods, which is what I was in, and they had something else. They might have been factory stocks. It was a
Yeah,
huge
man.
race. There was like 200 of us or 150 sport mods there.
Wow.
It was a
Yeah,
lot of
that
cars.
there was a bunch this weekend too. With revival and power Aspirations and the modifieds, the orange modifieds. That place is nice. Now it could. I've heard different stories about why they don't have like pit stands and like a
hmm
concession stand on the pit side, but other than that, man, that's one of the nicest places I've been to. That place is
It's a
nice.
really nice place. Actually, I forgot I went there to watch. I watched the High Limit series there when NASCAR came to town for their Fort Worth weekend. So I've been there to race and I've been there as a fan. It's a cool place for sure.
Yeah, it really is. Hey, how you like sprint cars, man? I don't know a lot about them, but the more I watch them, the more. I mean, I for sure would never want to get in and want to drive it, but watching them, they're pretty daggum cool.
They're really cool. You know, the real lightweight, high horsepower thing's really cool to watch.
Yeah,
I would love to drive one. If anybody would ever give me the opportunity to just hot lap one, that'd be awesome. They look like they're right up my alley. They look like a ton of fun to drive. They're fun to watch too because it's such a different game than late models. You know, we're throwing elbows at each other every lap, throwing crappy sliders, sliding right across the guy's nose. You can't do that in a sprint car. You got to be a little bit more methodical with it,
right.
or you're going in the catch fence with the guy you threw a right rear at. You know,
Yeah, because you
it's a
can't
whole
even
different ball
touch
game.
tires with those things.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Hey, any
they're
sprint
cool.
car guys listen right here, Michael, get in touch with him because
Yeah, come on.
listen, I talk to him. I talk to every time I go. Man, I ask that question. Hey, how would you guys, like to race or haul have a fender or whatever? They say they want to race them. Most of the late model guys I talk to say they just want to hot lap them.
hmm
But the sprint car guys, they want to get them and ride them or drive them or whatever. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. Somebody needs to do a swap day or something
I
somewhere.
know,
You know
man.
what I
Well,
mean?
you see guys like Ricky Thornton and Brandon Shepard. I think both of them this year made 410 starts in some facet. So that'd be really cool. Kind of like Jeff Gordon and Juan Pablo Montoya back in the day. They did a swap at
Yeah.
Indianapolis. That was really cool. So something like that. Throw Bobby Pierce in a sprint car and David Gravel in his late model at Eldora or something.
Yeah, you probably draw a crowd having like a
Oh yeah,
swap day,
absolutely. Or
like in the off
have a
season.
companion weekend where the sprint cars and the late models are racing together and do something like that. You know, do something cool for the
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah, that would be cool to see, man. It really would. And it I don't know, maybe. It'd be nice to see that. It really would. So the dome. Let's talk about it some more. You got something coming up this Saturday in preparation for the dome. So what's coming up Saturday? You got a reveal coming up or something like that?
Yeah, so Saturday we're gonna go and hang out at Sherwin-Williams here in El Dorado. It's a new sponsor we picked up this year. Real thankful to have them on the car. So we're gonna take it up there and do a big unveiling. We'll have stuff like goodie bags and stuff for kids and do some giveaways and stuff. We're gonna go live on my Facebook page probably about 12 o'clock Saturday morning and do a big reveal with the car and all that fun stuff.
That sounds good. Everybody listening, get out there. Sherwin Williams, El Dorado. Check that out. Um, you'll see something familiar on there, hopefully.
Yeah,
So that'd be pretty cool. I'm
well
pretty excited about that, man. I don't know
for
if I can go to the dome this year, and that's And then when I saw that you had some opportunities where I'm like, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. So that'd be super cool, if be there, in spirit, I
Yeah, in
guess. You know
spirit.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I hope you end up getting to go because, like I said, that's my absolute favorite event of the year. There's
Yeah.
nothing that really can compare to it. Cody, that whole crew, the whole group just does a fantastic job up there. But yeah, that live, anybody that likes and comments gets a chance at some free merch. I think we're gonna do some hats and shirts and hero cards giveaways, stuff like that. Just trying to get some hype built up for the dome. And we got a couple of new partners this year that are coming on, so anything to get some eyeballs on them.
Yeah, man, that's super cool. I'll definitely get in on that live because I want some merch too. Hopefully, that'd be super cool, man. But yeah, I'll definitely check that out and I'll share that too.
I appreciate it.
So try to get as many people watching that as possible. I was gonna go to the Turkey Bowl this weekend in Springfield, but man, I don't know. I'm just so covered up.
Yeah.
It's hard to catch up. And so I got to run around with a legend yesterday. Bill Fry, super good
Mm-hmm.
guy. I mean, it
Oh
really
yeah.
is. Who did you have any people that you looked up to that weren't family, like, national guys or people like that you looked up to when you were coming up?
Growing up, I got to see like the all-time greats race up there because they all raced around that area so frequently. I don't know if you ever heard of Paducah International Speedway,
I have. I'd like to go over
PIR or
there.
race. I think it was Raceway, PIR. Tony Stewart and all them owned it at one point. Don O'Neill and Billy Moyer were the two that I always like really looked up to as far as like national guys. Those were my guys growing up. Uh, I've kind of picked up. I like to watch as a fan too because I'm a regional guy. I'm barely even a
Right.
regional guy right now, but um, you know, I like Hoffman. Uh, I like Nick a lot. He's kind of the guy that I want to be. Just you show up, you're clean, and you're fast. That
Yeah.
that's kind of my thing. Like Jimmy Johnson was always my favorite NASCAR driver. That was kind of his mo. Show up and just be better than everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you got to race against Moore down there at Boot Hill.
I
Were
did.
you
I've
ever
raced
in
with
a
him a couple
race with him?
times. I
Oh,
don't.
have you really?
We've been in a feature together a few times between comp cam races. But we did. I don't think we got to race head to head yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's super cool, man. Get on a track with a legend like that. I mean, he's
It's
still out
so
there
cool.
kicking butt.
He's still out there winning. He won probably.
Yeah.
I don't know how many it was exactly this year, but I know he won a good handful of races.
I watched
It's
him win at
crazy.
Arrowhead. I
Yeah, he
mean,
did.
that Concans race at Arrowhead. I mean, Stuckey was coming up on him pretty hard, but he wasn't able to get him. But so I watched that one, and yeah, man, it's neat to see because I was watching him win races when I was a kid in the
Yeah,
late
me too.
'80s and early '90s. Man, super cool,
It's so cool to
super cool.
unload, and you just looked at 5 cars down, and you see Billy freaking Moyer sitting down there next to you, getting ready to go too, and it's just like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah, like 800 and something plus, I think, feature
Mm-hmm.
wins or something like that in his
He's got to
career.
be getting
So
close to 900 at this point. He's got to be getting
yeah,
pretty
gotta be.
close.
Gotta be. And then, that's the fun thing about what I do, man. I get to talk to those guys, like, run around with them and stuff. And then, I got some big stuff coming up. So, that's kind of why I do this, man. I'm just a fan. I love it. I can't do it. I can't go out and do what you guys do. So I like talking about it. I like talking to you guys about it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
how big a thrill is it for you to get in that late model and get out there and run it, man? Just tell me about it.
there's nothing even close to it. Setting up full yaw in the middle of the corner with 940 horsepower underneath you, and you just layer down. It's therapeutic, really, is the best way to say it. Just the RPMs going down the straightaway, and just everything, man. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super cool, man. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank while I got you on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we had a few new partners come on this year. I got to give a special shout out to Sherwin-Williams, of course. Like I said, we'll be there Saturday from 12 to about 2 or so. Come check us out if you're in El Dorado. Highline Diecast Collectibles is another guy that came on. You can kind of see it back there. I've got a full wall in my basement here of 124 scale diecast. That's my little side hobby that I like
That's awesome.
outside of
I've got a couple.
racing. You got a couple, yeah. I've got about 400 or so that I've been collecting for a long time though. It's been over 10
Wow.
years of me collecting, like, seriously. So
That's cool.
um Highline does a great job on Facebook and whatnot. He's live right now, actually. Go check him out.
Yeah,
Ape
I've
Engines.
seen it. I've seen some posts you
Yeah.
put him on there. Yeah.
Ape Engines. I wouldn't be nowhere near this position without those guys. Brandon and Kevin Hightower are phenomenal. They've been so good to me. I can't say a bad word about them. They're phenomenal. Hartman Walsh Industrial Services, they're coming on board for their second year with us. Happy to have them on there. J&J Motorsports, ML Performance, Team 5 Enterprise, and Team 48 Motorsports. All those guys help us get around the racetrack, whether it be ML Performance with my shocks. J&J takes care of us, Team 5 and Team 48 with parts, body panels, anything we need. And then Thurman's Heat and Air is my longest sponsor that I've had. I think they've been on the car for 6 years now. They're a local business here in El Dorado. So we're appreciative to them and everything they've done for us.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, now merch. Are you gonna have any merch
Mhm.
at the Dome?
I don't. We should have new shirts for this year's paint scheme. Mom showed me the
Awesome.
preview of it the other day. She's kind of my PR lady. I let her handle all the merch stuff. She gets access to my bank account, and I just tell her just swipe the card. Whatever you need, just go ahead,
I
take care of
guess.
it. So, she showed me a preview of the merch that's going to be coming up, and it's really really cool. This is probably my favorite shirt that I've ever had.
Is it gonna be available? Is it gonna be available other than at the Dome? Can
Yeah,
people
we'll
order from
have
you?
that'll be our shirt probably for the whole year.
Okay.
So we'll have it with us at the racetrack, or you can get in contact with me directly on Facebook or Instagram,
Okay.
whatever social media platform you can get a hold of me, and we'll get you taken care of.
Okay. And I'll link all that in the description of the video so people can get that when you release it if they want to and definitely definitely go watch Michael at the Dome and check that out. You start Thursday night is your night.
Yes,
Um and you will race if I remember right, you race Saturday no matter what, right?
yes. No matter what,
Yeah.
they'll have.
So
I'm not sure
Thursday,
exactly what their format's going to be this year, but everybody will race Saturday in some facet.
yeah, trying to get in right to the
Yep.
main feature if they haven't already. Okay.
We've
All right.
been
Well,
very. We've been.
hopefully you
Oh, go
race,
ahead.
that feature Saturday
Yeah,
night. You
that's
race
the big.
hopefully
That's the goal.
yeah,
We've
race
we've
Thursday night
gotten.
and then race
Yeah,
the feature Saturday.
we've gotten closer every single year. It's just trying to get that just little bit we need. That first year we were one spot out of the last chance. The next year we were one spot out of the last chance. Um, the next year we were. So this past year we were in the last chance this year, and I don't know if I would have had anything for Rich Bell, but boy, I was coming. The 2 laps we got under green, I was rolling, and we broke the transmission. Um,
Oh
under
man.
under caution there, so that took us out. So we've been better every single year. It's just we just need a little bit. I got to do a little bit better job, and I need a little bit more luck on my side. That's a lot of the stuff at the Dome. You need some good luck.
Okay, do you qualify there?
Yes,
Okay, so it's probably really important to get a good qualifying lap, isn't it?
it is. And it can kind of hurt you too. If you do like we did last year. That was our best qualifying effort last year by far. I think we qualified 12th in our group. And I rolled out in my heat race behind Jason Fager and Ashton Winger, and I was beside Jonathan Davenport. So that was certainly an experience. I
Cool.
rolled off into turn one trying to follow Fager, and I almost stepped on it. But uh, that's the fun of the Dome, though. You line up next to Jonathan Davenport. When else is a guy like me going to get to line up with Jonathan Davenport?
Hopefully a lot in the future.
I hope so. We got some great partners behind us, but every little bit helps. And when
Yeah.
you're family owned. There's 3 of us that work on this car, and every penny we got goes into it. It's
It
hard to
ain't
keep up
cheap,
with
is
them
it?
guys, but no, it's not.
I haven't
It's
talked
every
to a person on here yet that did not need, as much sponsorship as possible because it is. I mean, I
even
know
those
how expensive it is.
even guys like the Rocket One house car probably need more funding. It's
Yes.
just it's getting so out of hand. And every area of racing is just getting absolutely absurd, and it doesn't help that everything else in the world is going up too with it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's just a
Yeah.
balance you gotta maintain. It just puts a strain on guys like us, but we manage and we're
Sure.
happy to be there regardless.
Well, man, hey, I appreciate you doing it. I mean, it's
Thank you.
yeah. Everybody that knows me knows how much I appreciate what you guys do, and I'm trying everything I can do to hopefully get more people out to watch it. And
Well, we all of us racers appreciate guys like you, and of course the fans. There's no point in us going in circles if there's nobody there to watch it. Guys like you with a platform that get eyeballs on guys like me. We really appreciate that.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully I can get you some new fans on here, man. I
That'd be
hope.
awesome, man. You know,
Yeah.
anybody wants to come on out and talk to me on at the racetrack? You see me at the racetrack? Come say hi. Like I
And
said, I'm on
he's
Facebook,
a super
Instagram,
cool
anything.
guy because I just walked right up to him and man, you talk to me. I mean, you're super friendly. That's awesome. That makes a big difference to a fan. You know, when you go up to a guy, and I know that there's a lot. I know you guys are working. I know you're busy. I know you're trying to go out there and do the best you can and get your car ready to go. But it is awesome to come see people, you know, that are friendly and talk to you, man. That's super important. Super important.
Well, I grew up at the races, and I have memories of those guys that were friendly and guys that weren't friendly, or going to NASCAR races and meeting drivers that were good to be around and some that weren't. I don't want to be that guy that leaves a bad impression on somebody, and I don't want to ruin a young fan's day by ignoring them if they want to talk to me.
Yeah.
If I'm underneath the car and I'm kind of bowed up working on something, give me like 2 seconds and I'll come out and I'll chat
Right.
with you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'll
Yeah,
never
because
turn anybody away.
you guys are actually there trying to race and it does
Hmm.
take work to get it done. So, but yeah, I'm no joke. I mean, super friendly. I mean, good folks, and it was good to meet
Thank
you. And
you.
I'm super glad that you came on here, and I am super proud that you're going to be, you know, having our logo on your car at the dome. That I'm proud of that, man. Really.
I was happy to meet you, man. I'd seen your content over the course of the year. I think you talked to some of the guys that I've raced with a handful of times up there in that area, and I'd seen you
And
across
if
TikTok and
it's
everything. And
the Legend series, you probably have.
yep,
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, no joke. Thanks for coming on. I'll link all your social media in here, uh, you know, in the description so people can see it. And guys, you can watch this on YouTube, Apple, Podcast, Spotify, and let's do it on iHeartRadio. I'll have it on all of those platforms. So, um, good look at the dome. And folks, get down Saturday to Sherwin-Williams, El Dorado. Check out Michael's car. What time again?
12 o'clock is when we'll be there. We'll go live at
12
12 too. I
o'clock.
think somewhere around 12 o'clock we'll be live on Facebook
Yeah.
too. So
And live on Facebook too. And check that out. And no joke, man. Thanks for coming on. I really
thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me, man.
And
I enjoy doing stuff like this.
hey, anytime, man. Let me
Yeah,
know you want to come on.
anytime
And
you free, man, just let me know. I'll be happy to come on.
heck yeah, heck yeah. And hopefully I'll see you at the
Yeah,
dome. Hopefully, I'm
hopefully,
gonna
hopefully.
try. You know, it's cold that time of year, and I've got to keep chickens alive and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
no help. Kids are all gone, so it's just me and my wife. So I'll try.
Hey man, if not, I'll get you some good pictures with the logo on the car.
That sounds awesome, man. Hey, no joke. Thanks for coming on, Michael.
Thank you.
See you.
See ya.